In the shadows of our minds, we find the thrill of fear. A shiver down your spine, a jump at the slightest sound, the quickened pulse. These are the signs of fear, a peculiar sensation we seek in the darkened corners of horror cinema. Yet, the true terror doesn't always lie in what meets the eye. Oh no, it's far more subtle. It's in the minute details, the overlooked elements that lurk in the background, adding layers to the overall scare factor. These hidden details, cleverly planted by filmmakers, serve to amplify our fear, enhancing the viewer's experience in ways we don't always consciously recognize. They set the tone, creating an atmosphere that lingers long after the credits roll, leaving us with a sense of unease that is both chilling and strangely compelling. So brace yourselves as we delve into the eerie world of hidden horror details. Horror is not always about the monsters that lurk in the dark, but sometimes it's about the subtle details that send chills down your spine. Let's ease into the murky waters of horror with our first hidden detail. Picture a room, banal and innocuous. There's an eerie stillness, a lull before the storm, and then you see it. A shadow, an anomaly that shouldn't be there. It's the chilling silhouette of a hanged man, camouflaged within the intricate wallpaper design. It's a detail so subtle, so ingeniously woven into the fabric of the scene that it's easily overlooked. Yet once noticed, it amplifies the dread tenfold. This eerie detail is from the horror classic, The Others. Next, we delve into the realm of auditory horror. Imagine a scene where the protagonist is alone and all seems well. Suddenly, a whisper, so faint, so distant that you're unsure if it's real or just a figment of your imagination. This whisper repeats, growing progressively louder, revealing itself to be a sinister chant, an invocation of the macabre. This auditory scare, a masterstroke of subtlety, is a hidden detail from the cult classic, The Evil Dead. Finally, let's explore a detail that plays with our perception. A normal scene, a character going about their day, when suddenly you notice something off in the reflection of a mirror. It's a figure, standing still, watching. It's not a jump scare, it's not a loud noise, it's just there waiting to be noticed. Once spotted, it turns an otherwise mundane scene into a heart-pounding moment of pure terror. This reflective fright is a hidden gem from the iconic Poltergeist. So you see, the true essence of horror doesn't always lie in the grotesque or the explicitly terrifying. It's often found in the subtleties, the overlooked details that lurk in the corners of our perception. These are the scares that stick with us, that make us question our reality and keep us up at night. Remember, it's the little things that often make the biggest impact. Sometimes what you don't see can be more terrifying than what you do. Let's dive right into our third category of hidden details, the unseen terrors. These are the elements that lurk in the shadows, hidden corners, or even just outside the frame, leaving our minds to fill in the blanks. Take, for instance, a classic horror movie technique, the off-screen scream. This little trick has been used in countless films, leaving us to imagine the gruesome scene that must be unfolding out of sight. Our mind races, picturing the worst possible scenarios, and suddenly, the unseen becomes more horrifying than anything the filmmakers could have shown us. Next up is the use of eerie sounds and unsettling noises. Now, you might be asking, aren't sounds something we hear, not see? Well, that's exactly the point. A distant, unidentifiable noise, the creak of a door, or the rustling of leaves all contribute to the unseen terror. They hint at a presence or danger that we can't see, keeping us on edge and our eyes glued to the screen. And let's not forget about the power of suggestion. Filmmakers often use this to imply a threat without directly showing it. A character's terrified reaction, a suddenly empty room, a lingering shot on a dark hallway, these all suggest an unseen menace, making our hearts pound even though we haven't actually seen anything. And then there are the hidden threats, subtly hinted at through clever foreshadowing or cryptic dialogue. These might not even be realized until a second or third viewing of the film, but they add an extra layer of dread to the narrative, reminding us that danger can be lurking anywhere, even in the most seemingly innocuous details. These unseen terrors remind us that our imagination can be our own worst enemy. It's not always the monster that we can see that scares us the most, but rather the monster that we can't see. The one that hides in the shadows, that whispers in the dark, that exists only in our minds. And that, dear friends, is the real power of horror. As our journey through the shadows draws to a close, let's uncover the final hidden details that left us sleeping with the lights on. Venturing into the world of the supernatural, we find our ninth hidden detail in the cult classic, The Exorcist. The fleeting subliminal images of the demon Pazuzu, barely perceptible but deeply unsettling, were intended to disturb the audience on a subconscious level. This ingenious technique has since been mirrored by countless horror films, proving just how effective it is at inducing unease. Next, we delve into the chilling universe of Insidious. The subtle yet haunting appearances of the red-faced demon lurking in the background went largely unnoticed by the audience. However, these hidden appearances turned the demon from a mere antagonist into a pervasive and omnipresent threat, heightening the sense of dread. Our penultimate detail lies in the depths of Jaws. The shark's ominous presence is consistently suggested through its theme music, but its actual appearance is sparingly used. This strategic detail makes every ripple and shadow in the water a potential danger, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. Finally, we circle back to Psycho. The infamous shower scene hides a chilling detail. The sound of the knife striking flesh was actually the sound of a knife stabbing a melon. This unexpected revelation adds a grotesque twist to an already horrifying scene. These final frights serve as reminders that in horror, every detail counts. From the subtle to the unseen, these hidden details have shown us that fear can be found in the most unexpected places. The beauty of horror movies lies in their ability to unnerve us with the smallest of details, often overlooked at first glance. These carefully crafted elements amplify the fear factor, making the experience all the more chilling. So the next time you watch a horror movie, look closely. You never know what terrors might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this journey through the shadows, give us a like, share, and tell us your thoughts in the comments. Stay scared, and until next time, keep your eyes open.